Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Property taxes and assessed values can be a confusing topic, especially if your profession isn't something real estate related.
This week, we're doing a deep dive on property taxes and some current issues that Mike Twitty, our local property appraiser, is working on with his office. We just left a small local meeting where Mike came to speak and gave an update on some upcoming legislation that will affect Florida homeowners.
So first off, there's a bill coming up for discussion in Florida that we are definitely in favor of and something we feel should have been done a long time ago. A change to the disclosure of property taxes on listings for sale.
Right now, most realtors list the current seller's property taxes, and that's typically not an accurate assessment of the taxes when the property taxes will be reassessed at the new purchase price.
The bill proposes that the taxes disclosed to prospective buyers be the new taxes calculated using the list price of the property, or that the taxes not be disclosed at all, and instead buyers are directed to the local property appraiser's office to determine the estimated future tax bill themselves.
We've actually heard so many horror stories of people who purchased a home relying on that disclosed number on the listing, but not taking into account the increase after reassessment.
Not our clients, though.
No,
We always give them the heads up.
every time.
It can literally go up by thousands, and for most people, especially today, that can make a huge difference in affordability.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of our county's foreclosures are a result of this type of situation.
So keep an eye out for that when it comes up on the voting ballot. So consumers will always get the proper disclosure for their property taxes on their purchase. In the meantime, we'll show you how to calculate future taxes yourself. It just takes a few seconds. So we're going to go to PCPAO.gov, go to Tools, under Tools, hit Tax Estimator. There's a disclaimer there. You hit Agree. And then you can either enter in the exact address or the city. In this case, we're going to use the example of Indian Rocks Beach, where we are at. And the approximate purchase price, let's put in $850, because that's probably about what a single family home would cost, depending. We're not going to transfer Homestead, but we're going to definitely apply for it. Hit Finish. And you're going to have your calculated assessed value, and then your taxes are going to be right here. You can do this for any property as long as you have either the address or the city and your approximate purchase price. Easy as that.
Sarah also mentioned in a previous video an important note for our snowbird property owners who eventually want to move to Florida permanently. We'll put the link to that here and in the comments. Essentially, claiming a property as your homestead and claiming your homestead exemption for property taxes are two different things. If you have owned property in Florida for a while, filing for your exemption will trigger a reassessment of value, and recently that means a huge increase in tax obligations. Sometimes the office will notice this and send a letter out asking if that's what you really want. But if they don't catch it by January 1st the following year, there's nothing they can do about it.
You can actually consult with the property appraiser's office about anything like this before filing your homestead exemption. They might even be able to tell you when it might be a better time to file in your particular situation.
Another interesting thing we learned was that if two people have two different homesteads, then get married and move into one home and rent out the other, they need to make sure to remove the homestead and homestead exemption on the non-homesteaded property. If they realize they forgot after the fact, it's totally okay to go to the property appraiser's office and tell them you didn't realize you had to file to remove it and need to do it now. They won't penalize you for telling them, but if you neglect to tell them and they have to reach out to you, they will penalize you with a hefty tax lien until it's paid in full. So do that ASAP if the situation applies to you.
Well, that was a lot of information, so we'll end here until next time. Let us know if you have any questions, and we're always here to help. See you
See you
next
next
time.
time.